Good morning students, welcome to SST So Simple tutorial. In the previous classes, we have read the meaning of political parties, the features of political parties, necessity of political parties and functions of political parties, and finally the party systems. Today we will discuss the national parties. So let us start. By now you all are aware of the term federalism, a system where there are at least two levels of government, one government for the entire country and the other one at the state level. All the countries which have federal form have generally two kinds of political parties. One which is present in several federal units or all units of federation, and the other which is present in only one or few of the federal units. In our country also the case is same. There are some countrywide parties which are called national parties, for example Congress Party. These parties have their units in various states. All the state units follow the same policies, programs and strategy that is decided at the national level. This is a general understanding of the national and state parties. But the Election Commission has its own parameter to recognize a party as a national or state party, which is based on the proportion of votes and seats that a party gets. See, every party in the country has to register with the Election Commission. These parties are called recognized parties. A party that secures at least 6% of the total votes in an election to the Legislative Assembly of a state, plus it wins at least 2 seats, is recognized as a state party. That means a party must get at least 6% of the total valid votes polled in the Vidhan Sabha elections and must win at least 2 seats in order to become a state party. It must fulfill both the conditions of votes and seats. Let us now see the criteria to become a national party. A party that secures at least 6% of the total votes in Lok Sabha or assembly elections in 4 states and wins at least 4 seats in the Lok Sabha is recognized as a national party. That means it has to get at least 6% of the total votes in the Lok Sabha election plus 4 seats in the Lok Sabha, then also you qualify to become a national party, or 6% of the total votes in assembly election in 4 states plus 4 seats in the Lok Sabha, then you qualify to become a national party. These parties are given a unique symbol by the Election Commission and only the official candidates of that party can use that election symbol. In addition, they get time for political broadcast or telecast on state-owned radio or TV. So, if you are asked the question, distinguish between national parties and regional or state parties, I suggest you make a table like this shown in the slide and then write. Since in every elections the party will not win exactly the same number of seats and get the same percentage of votes, therefore the number of recognized parties keep on changing on the basis of their performance in the last election. Thus, in order to maintain its status, a political party has to consistently perform in every election. According to this classification, there were 7 recognized national parties in the country in 2018. Let us learn something about each of these parties. Here we will basically see when were they founded, what their symbol is, what their ideology is. But before I start, you see the following questions. Question. Identify and list the following political parties as national and regional parties. That means among these choices you have to select which one is national party and which one is state party. Number 1, National Conference. 2, Shiromani Akali Dal. 3rd, DMK. 4th, Nationalist Congress Party. 5th, Bharatiya Janata Party. 6th, Shiv Sena. 7th, Forward Bloc. 8th, Janata Dal, Rashtriya Janata Dal and Samajwadi Party. Next question. Identify and list the symbols of the following political parties with their states. Shiromani Akali Dal, Samajwadi Party, AIADMK, Trinamool Congress and Rashtriya Janata Dal. Both these questions were part of 2019 board question, 5 marks. Next question. Name any 3 national political parties along with their symbols. This question came in 2014 as a 3 marks question. All these questions demand that you first know the name of national parties. Then you must know their symbols. Many students missed out from getting maximum marks in 2019 because of this question. They did not read the symbols seriously. Next question. Name any 6 national parties in India in a chronological order. This question demands that you know when they were founded. Then only you can answer this question. Next question. Mention the main sources of inspiration of BJP. This came in 2009 as 1 mark question. Next question. What is the guiding philosophy of BJP? This came in 2015 as a 1 mark question. Although a 1 mark question, but you should also know the ideology of these parties. So one conclusion that we can draw is that you must know the name of parties, name of national parties, their symbols first. See the slide. You will find the name of 7 national political parties followed by the year when they were founded, then their party symbols and their important leaders today. This table will help you in easy and fast memorizing. We will discuss the ideologies of the party later. Here you will see the name of the parties are not in the same order as they are given in the textbook. Actually, I have arranged them in chronological order for your convenience. This will cater to the question, name the political parties in chronological order. Indian National Congress, 1885. So you can see the symbol, hand, and the important leaders today are Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. Second, Communist Party of India, founded in 1925. See the symbol, ears of corn and sickle. The important leader today is T. Raja. Next is Communist Party of India, Marxist, founded in 1964. The symbol is hammer, sickle and star. The important leaders today are Sitaram Yechuri, Prakash Karat. Next, BJP, founded in 1980. The symbol is lotus. And the important leaders are Narendra Modi, Amit Shah. Bahujan Samaj Party, founded in 1984. The symbol is elephant. Important leader is Mayawati. Next, All India Trinamool Congress, founded in 1998. Its symbol is flowers and grass. And the important leader is Mamata Banerjee. Nationalist Congress Party, founded in 1999. The symbol is clock and the leader is Sharad Pawar. Let us now go to the ideology of the parties and other details. So beginning with Indian National Congress. It is difficult to find a person who lives in India and has not heard the name of Indian National Congress. This is the party which played a dominant role in the India's freedom struggle. After independence also, they dominated Indian politics for several decades. If you remember the lesson Federalism, the topic Center-State Relationship, we talked about this party only, which ruled India since independence till 1989 with a small break from 1977 to 1980. After 1989, its support base declined. This party has been leading the UPA government from 2004 to 2014. Let us see the ideology. It's centrist party in its ideological orientation. Students, sometimes political parties are labeled as leftist, rightist or centrist. The radical parties are placed on the left. For example, in India, CPI and CPIM are examples of leftist parties. The conservatives are placed on the right, for example, BJP. The liberal parties are placed in the center. So Congress party is being called here a centrist party. It espouses secularism and welfare of weaker sections and minorities. This means it supports or favors secularism and wants to work for the weaker sections and minorities. It supports new economic reforms but with a human face. That means it wants reforms, economic reforms, but the approach will be pro-poor approach. That is the meaning of but with a human face. They do not want to make workers jobless or go against the interest of workers or farmers in the name of economic reforms. The objective of reforms will be to generate employment for every household, deepening rural prosperity and improving the quality of life of ordinary citizens. Next, BJP. This party was founded by reviving the erstwhile Bharatiya Janasangh. As you know, it was founded in 1980. Its support base rose in 1990s. It came to power in 1998 as the leader of National Democratic Alliance, NDA. Since 1914, it is leading the NDA government at the center. This party wants to build a strong and modern India by drawing inspiration from India's ancient culture and values and Deen Dayal Upadhyay's idea of integral humanism and Antyodaya. Deen Dayal Upadhyay was a thinker and a political leader. In his integral humanism, he has presented an indigenous socio-economic development model with human being at the center. He also talks about the sustainable consumption of natural resources. In fact, it is not possible to explain it in few words before you. You also don't need to go deep into it now. Next word is Antyodaya. Ant plus Uday. That is the rise of the last man. Here it means the benefits of development reaching to the last man. It means uplifting the weakest section of the society. Cultural nationalism or Hindutva is an important element in its conception of Indian nationhood and politics. The term Hindutva here is used as an inclusive term. It stresses on the common culture of the inhabitants of the Indian subcontinent. It does not speak of Hindus only. It includes Hindus, Sikhs, Buddhists or Jains who share a common culture and have fondness for the land of birth. It wants full territorial and political integration of Jammu and Kashmir with India. Now this job is already done. The special status of Jammu and Kashmir state no more exists today. It wants a uniform civil code for all people living in the country. A uniform civil code means that all sections of the society, irrespective of their religion, shall be treated equally according to a national civil code, which shall be applicable to all uniformly. They cover areas like marriage, divorce, maintenance, inheritance, adoption and succession of the property. That means BJP wants to bring a uniform law for all the people living here on these issues. It also wants ban on religious conversions. Let us now see the next party. Bahujan Samaj Party (BSP). This party was founded under the leadership of Sri Kanshiram. This party was recognized as a national party in 1997. At present, Behan Mayawati is leading this party. It has its main base in the states of UP and has substantial presence in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Uttarakhand, Delhi and Punjab. In the general elections held in 2019, it won 10 seats in the Lok Sabha. Let us see the ideology of this party. Seeks to represent and secure power for the Bahujan Samaj, which includes the Dalits, Adivasis, other backward classes and religious minorities. That means this party wants to achieve political power for Bahujan Samaj, draws inspiration from the ideas and teachings of Sahuji Maharaj, Mahatma Phule, Periyar Ramaswamy Naikar and Baba Saheb Ambedkar. You have already read about these gentlemen in class 8 in the reforms movement. They were social reformers of the 19th century. They had fought against the caste system and the practice of untouchability. So this party gets inspiration from their life and teachings. Stands for the cause of securing the interests and welfare of the Dalits and oppressed people. This party gives special attention to the education of Dalit children. Communist Party of India (CPI). This party is next to Congress Party in age. It was formed in 1925. This party has a significant presence in the states of Kerala, West Bengal, Punjab, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. It became weak after a split that led to the formation of CPI-M. It believes in Marxism, Leninism, secularism and democracy. It is opposed to the forces of secessionism and communalism. Secede is a verb. It means to withdraw formally from membership of a federal union, an alliance or a political or religious organization. For example, the Kingdom of Belgium seceded from the Netherlands in 1830. From secede the word secession and then secessionism. That means this is opposed to any forces that would talk about creation of a separate state. They are also against communalism. What is communalism? When you use religion in politics, it is communal politics. Communal politics is based on the idea that religion is the principal basis of social community. Communalism creates hatred towards other communities. It disrupts social harmony. It accepts parliamentary democracy as a means of promoting the interests of the working class, farmers and the poor. Communist Party of India Marxist (CPI-M). This party was born as a result of a split in CPI in 1964. Just now we read this. It enjoys strong support in West Bengal, Kerala and Tripura, especially among the poor, factory workers, farmers, agricultural laborers and the intelligentsia. This party was in power in West Bengal without a break for 34 years. This party is also critical of the new economic policies that allow free flow of foreign capital and goods into the country. NCP, Nationalist Congress Party. This party was formed after a split in the Congress Party. It is a major party in Maharashtra and has a significant presence in Meghalaya, Manipur and Assam. It is a coalition partner in the state of Maharashtra in coalition with the Congress. Since 2004, it is a member of the UPA. It espouses democracy, Gandhian secularism, equity, social justice and federalism. This party wants that the country must maintain its secular and democratic traditions. It also emphasizes on federalism. It wants that high officers in the government be confined to natural born citizens of the country. Actually, this is the basic reason why Sharad Pawar, Tariq Anwar and P.A. Sangma split from Congress party and formed their own party. They disputed the right of Italian-born Sonia Gandhi to lead the party. They felt that no foreign-born person should rule India, thus directly challenging Congress President Sonia Gandhi's leadership. All three of them were dismissed from the Congress. Thus, the NCP was born on 12 May 1999. All India Trinamool Congress (AITC). This party got recognition as national party in 2016. It has been in power in West Bengal since 2011 and it has its presence in Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur and Tripura. In the general elections held in 2019, it won 22 seats, making it the fourth largest party in the Lok Sabha. The ideology of AITC is very simple, committed to secularism and federalism. See, Mamata Banerjee was the member of Congress party before she left it and formed her party. Similarly, Sharad Pawar was also a strong leader of Congress before he formed his own party. So you will not find differences in their ideologies. All of them are supporting democracy, secularism, federalism, welfare of minorities, etc. The only addition that NCP has is that it does not want a foreign-born person should rule India. Similarly, you will also not find much difference in the ideology of both the left parties, CPI and CPIM. They are more or less same. Thus, we finish the topic that was planned for today. As far as questions are concerned, I have already shown you in the course of teaching. Go through them once again. Differences between national and state parties. How does Election Commission of India recognize a party as national or a state party? How many national parties we have today? The names, year formed and their symbol. You must learn them by heart, then read their ideologies. Okay, I hope you have all understood it. We will take up the state parties in the next class. Till then, keep reading and have a nice time. Thank you.